The unknown. The feeling of uncertainty and dread makes us feel doubtful in an unwelcoming environment. It's hard not to feel anxious when confronted with unfamiliar surroundings. But where can we experience this? A horror movie? Sure. Some cave or spooky woods? Absolutely. A video game? You see, in 1986, video games being referred to as an experience was a bit of a foreign concept. They were usually just little toys to play with that didn't have much depth. With the technical limitations of the time and the mindset that games were just a plaything, it was hard to imagine a vast world with depth beyond enormous Venus flytraps and evil squids. One game, however, broke this chain of brain-dead backstory. That game is Metroid. The second you boot up Metroid, you're met with your first glance into its world. On the main screen is the title of the game floating above a drifting planet. You become aware, even before the start of the game, that this will be an adventure in an alien world. Like many games at this time, you're simply dropped into the game. One thing that Metroid does differently, though, is send enemies at you immediately. You only have a small amount of time to figure out how to perform simple functions and get out. Your first instinct is to go right, and you have to keep moving until you know you've reached a safe place. You're on a hostile planet, and everything as far as you're concerned is a threat. The game is aware that you're feeling hesitant to go forward, so it makes you. That thing about to kill you while you get you moving. By the time you've found a place to get your bearings, you're facing the biggest group of enemies you've seen yet, covering the air and land. You see, you aren't just treated as a player, you're treated as an explorer who's fighting for their life. There's no one solution to any given situation. It's not made clear by the game that it's a game being played. You have to find your own way out through whatever means necessary. As you progress, you'll get upgrades and grow stronger. Enemies that were intimidating before become nothing but a nuisance as more daunting challenges lie before you. The player begins to grow confident in their own abilities to fight off the creatures. Then the music changes. What was once an encouraging and adventurous theme becomes more quiet and eerie. You enter a metal corridor, signifying that you're not the first to go through here. At this point, all the certainty you had in yourself drains from your body at the thought of being attacked by intelligent life. Once you walk in, you're immediately bombarded by enemies and have to keep moving, digging yourself deeper and deeper into this new district. Once again, the only way out is to fight. Metroid is a way of making you feel helpless, but not hopeless. A plethora of elements subconsciously give you relief and ambition to continue your journey. The evolution of the player's feelings is almost that of a small child learning to walk, taking a few steps at a time, or in this case, confidence, and then throwing it out the window to come crashing down on the floor. But each time you fall, you become aware that it will inevitably happen again, but next time you'll be more prepared until you can walk on your own entirely. It's not that you're someone playing a game. You are Samus Aran, spelunking planet ZEBs and fighting off monsters. The lack of a number of lives is so beneficial to the experience because it adds realism to the thought of dying. You have to go all the way back to the entrance of the map and make your way back to where you were. There's no one aspect that makes Metroid so immersive and captivating as a real adventure in space, but the combination of all the facets working in tandem makes for a very uniquely enveloping experience. Metroid is an awesome game and I highly recommend picking it up if you don't already have it. You can get it on the 3DS eShop for around $5.